just on the starting Zoom screen. I think they can still hear everything if anyone's there, but move over just a second. Anything we need to go over before we jump into the actual episode? Right, we are recording. I'm going to go ahead and transition us to live, and even you are a go in 3, 2.
Greetings, adventurers, to the ADHD&D Academy. My name is Steven, so sorry I'm late again, Kerrigan, and with me is an amazing group of people that has come together for your entertainment. With me is the co-founder of ADHD&D Academy and a very good friend, Jason Harmon. Say hello, Jason.
It is good to be back.
It is good to be back. Assailing the role of Ketlin, we have Mr. Michael.
Hi, everybody. It's good to be here.
Elwyn is played by Nishant. We finally got the spelling clarified, and it's correct here in the stream.
Hello, fellas.
He wants to smash and not just stone. It's Kevin playing
Hello.
Ragnar. And then last, but certainly least, we have. Can you imagine if somebody did that like in a professional setting, like in a meeting, and be like, and certainly the least, the worst person here. Obviously not a true statement, but it's Dominic. Say hello, Dom.
Hi, the least of us. In some ways, the most of us.
Oh, geez. Well, we're back. We made it. There was a very quick moment in my head of like, well, we managed to get 2 in a row. It was a good run. We tried.
Good enough.
We came real close.
End of show. Guys, all right. Well, so you are officially in school now at University of the Academy of Dungeon Hunters. Your characters have had a couple tantalizing moments of backstory revealed to the audience, so we hope we will get into those more later and more often. You were able to get your sort of dorm set up. It's more of a townhouse situation. You met your student advisor, who is a centaur monk named Moo, and you have overheard some things as you went up to the principal's office, Principal Headmaster Dean, Eldraxia. Lots of stuff happening. What do you guys? Where? Well, let's do this. Let's do a quick check-in with your characters. What's your character thinking, feeling at this moment? You guys went out. Oh, let's not forget this too. You went out. You met Lily Caskbow, who put in a request to find her useless husband, Dirk with a K, who is out in the swamp. You thankfully were able to, thanks to the rolls that you guys did, you were able to narrow down a section of swamp that you are really sure he's in. So due to your research, now the area itself is massive. So the fact that, well, you'll see the map. It's a small section of swamp. Pre apologies to the audience, to anyone listening or watching, for any technical difficulties. We had to switch what program we were using for our map because the one we were using didn't take a map that was large enough. And as opposed to making it smaller, reducing the quality, I said, no, I will make everyone change what they're doing.
If there's one thing we know about Steven, he's extra.
I was going to deny what you just said, but then I realized I'm wearing my Dungeon Daddy shirt. So I defeated my argument before. Okay, so who wants to go first? Or do you want to roll for it? Should we just roll for it to see who goes first? And telling me what's your character thinking, feeling, dreams, hopes, and aspirations.
Are we on the way out of the city, or are we still in the city just about to leave?
Well, let's say, yeah, let's do that. Like, okay, so you guys know where to go to the swamp. That'll be the map that we go to, and then we'll start I'll describe that encounter proper when we get there. Before that, then what we'll do anything you guys are grabbing, any supplies you want to get. What does your character want to do? We'll do that as our check-in. Like, how does your character prepare for this encounter, based on what you know currently? And ask any questions if you guys forgot anything. Let me know. But yeah, just round robin, whatever. We don't need to be structured. We can loosey goosey this. What's up? Tell me words.
I think Ketlin is very excited and somewhat nervous. She's spent pretty much her whole life in the city. And
Yeah.
so going out to the wet forest is an adventure that she's never really, I think maybe she's seen it, but that's
Mhm.
about it. So leaving the city is very exciting and a little bit scary.
Sure.
She is bringing, standard stuff. She has more food than she should have, um, extra rations. She also bought those mushrooms from the lady that she's planning on using as bait to find the dude.
Okay.
Other than that, I think she's just excited to go.
Okay. Right on. Who's next?
Sal is eh, definitely very nervous, filled with anxiety of being so close to already getting kicked out of the school. And so puts extra pressure on this mission, even though it seems like a pretty simple job.
Mm,
What he's bringing, he's packing relatively light for a paladin. Still has to have all his chainmail and heavy armor and stuff, but he knows going into a wet forest like this one, he's gonna be sweating, so he's trying to make sure he keeps it light.
sure.
Alvin is still beating himself up about being nearly so kicked out of school. He kind of thinks that, oh shit, I've prepared for this so much, but I'm still here. So he's kind of internally still trying to wrap his head around how he got here. In terms of prep, he's sort of just going with the flow. Maybe grabbing some rope along the way and nets.
Okay.
Orez is definitely excited about the prospect of taking out the group on their first adventure. At the store, he made sure to pick up a little extra twine and some bells to set up a little sound barrier in case we have to go camping for a night. And always recommends bringing with extra rations because you never know how long you're going to be out and about. Um, but beyond the excitement and a little bit of nervousness about it, he's also wondering if we should also be keeping an eye out for Dirk's missing foot. Uh, he's not sure if that's part of the mission or if they bring back an incomplete Dirk that's still going to be okay.
Dirk's missing foot.
We brought
Oh.
back most of your husband.
Yeah, it's not. You did not. Now, in all fairness, you didn't specify. Um, and,
Rag
and it didn't seem like you cared much.
Exactly.
Ragnar is also excited because he can finally go find new things to smash. He's a little proud of himself for bringing a boat or a little raft, which he doesn't really know if he's even going to use it. But yeah, he's just ready to go out there.
You're bringing a raft?
You're carrying a
Yeah.
boat?
So the last one we brought, I said, can we go get a small little raft for the water? Because we don't know if it's a swamp or it's just a really wet forest. Again,
Yeah,
not the brightest of the guy.
I have in my notes. We got a map of the area. We're packing some torches, and there was talk of a boat. Not like a fan powered river boat, but like a little something that we would all be able to paddle our way.
Like a flat bottom swamp boat.
Like a buoy boat. Like a
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Something to get us into the depths
Yeah.
of
Well.
boat.
the wet forest.
So, yes. Okay, that's fine. Sure.
Sure.
You have a small boat. Okay, great. So you guys head out, you leave the city. It's gonna be a full day of travel to sort of get there. So you will be able to stop at like a way station prior to going out into the actual swamp itself. Um you anything else as you guys are preparing? I think we're good. So you guys, yeah. So the next day, or I'll just say at the start of the day, you make your way out there. There's, you feel the temperature start to change as you guys are traveling. It goes from like nice grassy to kind of a forest, and then it starts getting like gross, kind of humid, and that's when you're close to the wet forest.
Hmm.
You'll stop at like one of these like little ancillary like suburb type towns. Like there's like one building, well, like couple buildings. It's like a tavern, it's a way station, it's run by think medieval equivalent of like a truck stop, right? But for foot traffic. So you get there like a miscellaneous meal, whatever, and then the next day you're able to go out into the forest. So you'll go to the edge of your map from where you're at. You use your boat to get through any of the deeper areas, and you'll arrive there without incident. That's what the high rolls you did at the end of your um, at the end of the session last time did for you guys. So now you are, if you guys want to pull up that map, we can get this dog and pony show showing dogs and showing ponies. Although what's really funny is that, interestingly enough, the first dog and pony show was actually an animal meetup where they were showing dogs to ponies. Like it wasn't, yeah. So they were like, "Look, here's a dog," and then the horse was like, "Oh." It's a whole thing. They made articles. It's not important. Are we up?
Before that, they actually horses or ponies thought dogs were just smaller ponies.
Yeah, that's what prompted the whole show. It's like we got to stop this breeding. It's not good. Too many dogs are dying. Yeah, no,
The map
it was violent.
is up.
It was a violent time. 1936. Anyway,
That
don't Google it. You'll ruin your browser history. Why are we sharing poison spray and shield into the chat? Oh, okay.
For the fun of it.
Just why not? Hey,
Yeah.
it's good. When we get into rule arguments, it's good. Okay.
Just a reminder.
So what you guys can see now, you have a version of this map where you can see kind of the whole thing. It shows you these land masses. You're also able to see like anywhere that's within this map itself, you are able to walk. And there's definitely no sinkholes. So
Good.
totally no sinkholes. They already cleared it of any sort of hostile creatures, so you don't need to be on your guard at all. And it's good. So yeah, so you can see the land here. You can kind of tell where there's vines on the ground. That's difficult terrain. Water is difficult terrain as well. If you're moving through the larger foliage, which is the frondy type, keep it frondy, as they say, you're going to be obscured as well. So if you want to hide, if you go under those the taller fronds, it's low light and dim light, and that kind of condition as well. You see the ruins of some type of stone structure. It's clearly marked on the map. There's more ruins in the back. The map that you got from the local, it just says spiders with an exclamation point on those ruins. And then you see it marks this old dead oak tree as well. But yeah, so you can kind of get this whole map. From where you guys are coming, you're approaching in this corner here, this bottom right corner. And your objective is to find him. Find Dirk with a K.
Dirk with a K. Okay. Wow, guys, it's hot here. I don't like it.
This wet forest is awfully swamp-like.
It's damp. It's
Mhm.
very damp.
It's wet and I'm sweating.
Hmm.
Quick question.
Sal's shirt has turned just a darker shade of gray. It was a light gray before, and now it's like almost black.
He's sweating
It
through the
quickly
armor.
becomes apparent why nobody else picked this.
What time of day did we arrive?
I'll say you arrived mid-morning. You left in the morning and you got here.
Okay, so
Took
plenty
a
of
couple hours, so it's like 10 or so.
good visibility on the day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm gonna look to the team and be like, well, we kind of have an idea of where to start, and it's a ways away. We gotta kind of check everything. Is anyone particularly loud? Do we want to just yell for him? Do we,
Well, are there monsters in the forest?
yeah, that's my next
you know?
question.
I guess yelling we would find out.
Yeah, would I know of any native beasts other than spiders?
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's a swamp, so it's a wet forest, so it's got wet forest stuff,
Watch out
snakes.
for gators.
You gotta watch
Yeah.
out for the gators. Now, for one time, there was a gator that ended up on the second floor. No, so you got snakes, spiders.
Gators.
Reports of kobolds have been. There's the rats, kobolds, it's like you kind of think standard stuff is here for sure.
Okay. Living near the wet forest, I haven't heard any like crazy rumors of giant monsters or anything like that.
No.
Okay.
I mean, there's like urban legend type stuff,
Mhm.
but nothing like you would.
Okay. Well, feel like can I see like those rocks over like it looks like ruins over there. If I was gonna hide, maybe I would hide in ruins?
I
Or if
think
I was gonna
that's
get lost in the woods?
might be the best place to start our search.
Okay. Is anybody good at traveling through wet forests?
And anyone have good tracking abilities as well? We're looking for one-footed man tracks.
Hmm.
Um,
uh, Not really. I've never been out here before.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and start like checking the ground and looking for signs of any sort of tracks, human with 1 foot or otherwise.
I'll give the help action on that.
All right. Well, so you
Survey
would
the
have to
area.
be within 5 feet of him.
Ooh.
Okay, Elwin, go ahead and Elwin, you're pretty far away from the group. Wait,
Where are you
hold on,
going, Ellen?
stop. Go back. Nope, Ragnar, go back. Ragnar, go back. Ragnar, go back. Oh, this is I'm sure this is riveting. Okay, so yeah, I can move you guys too. Haha, never
Mhm.
mind. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna have Elwin go ahead and roll initiative.
Nice.
Rule 1, always run off.
Yes, very much.
All right. It showed up.
Okay. Showed up. Okay, 1 second. So as you get up there, you start hearing this hissing coming from the ground there.
Mhm.
So let's see. Okay, this appearing out of the oh, sorry. This is what I was talking about. Of everyone, please be patient as I am forcing myself to do this new thing.
Newfangled system.
Yeah, so this is gonna go. I gotta memorize the hotkeys for this. Okay, there we go. There. Okay, so leaping from the poisonous fronds, a snake is gonna come.
Okay.
Does a 22 hit?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Constitution saving throw.
Well, it was
Sorry.
nice knowing
Wrong
him.
roll.
Should
Wrong
we
roll.
leave? This doesn't seem fun.
Remember, always stay
Okay,
with your
so-
buddy.
Whoa, that's 3 Constitution saving throws. What are you doing?
I did a Constitution roll instead of a saving throw. The last
Yeah.
one is a saving throw.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you did.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. So 3 is not gonna do it. So you take 1 piercing damage
Okay.
and 8
Wow.
poison damage. That's 2d4
Wow.
max. Okay. Okay, and then let's see.
Do we see this happening?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you can see.
All right. Ah, snakes.
Snake.
So what just happened was we walked into the wet forest. Ellen immediately runs off, just somewhere, and steps on 2 snakes.
Landmine go boom.
Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Okay, so you take another 1 piercing. How much HP do you have?
8.
8. Give me another Constitution saving throw.
All
Wait,
right.
so you've taken 9?
Yeah.
Okay, so you did the save.
Mhm.
You passed this time, so you only take 2 more poison damage.
Okay.
And now it's your turn.
I will be scared shitless because just took a bunch of damage. So using phase step, Alvin is going to just teleport back to his people, or his group rather. Let's check that it's good. So how much can I teleport? 30 feet. Ah. 1, 2. All right. That's my action.
You said you phase stepped?
Yeah.
What's that?
Uh,
And also, like when you're describing, like, how does Elwyn phase step? Like, we can just talk about the rules, but like, how does your character specifically like enact this magic to get away?
so this is a very sort of fight and flee reaction where Alvin goes and tries to look at the scroll, but immediately gets hit, immediately gets just scared by these 2 snakes showing up from nowhere, and sort of just instinctively teleports away from danger.
Okay. Um, yeah, that so I would love to just see you like you can definitely like throw yourself into it and role play that as opposed to describing like to me what happens, or the other way works totally fine, whichever way you like. Okay, so you use your bonus action to get 30 feet.
Yep, and then I'll just use my movement to go or to another few feet, 30 feet.
Okay, and then last but not least, the third.
A lot of snakes in this forest.
One, yeah.
Okay, that's gonna be its turn. Now I will have the rest of you guys roll initiative because we're gonna be back at the top of the turn order.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun. Are you okay? Are you guys all added? Perfection. Okay. Unfortunately though, the snake did great with its turn order, so it is now going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, it got a taste of Elwyn and it wants more.
What's its
Oh,
speed?
no.
They're fast, man, especially if they
Wow.
have advantage on terrain.
Wow.
Oh,
They live here.
Yeah.
You know where the bathroom is.
Does the 20 hit?
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Give me a constitution. You'll take 1 piercing damage and go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Donations.
Okay, that's a fail. So you will take 4 more poison damage.
Okay. I am down to 1 hit point.
And then it's Ragnar's turn.
All right. I will move over here. And I will smack it with my hammer to squish it.
Love it.
Does a 12 hit?
A 12 does not hit.
What?
No.
All right. I will use my bonus action. Can I try to like step on it to pin it to the ground since it's a snake and kind of smaller than us?
What are your options for bonus action?
Let me see. Bonus action is Fury Blows, Patient Defense, Step of Wind, and Unarmed Strike.
Okay, so I don't see, I'm not hearing a grapple, but you can definitely use a flurry of blows or whatever you want for that for the bonus action.
Okay, yeah, I'll use Fury of Blows. So I have to spend a key point to take 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Yep.
So let's see. The 12 hit.
A 12 hits. Yep.
It hits.
Yep.
All right.
Oh no, sorry. Shit. Sorry, 12 does not hit.
Ah,
You just rolled it. So I was seeing
yeah, I was like, wait.
I was on the wrong thing. I apologize. Didn't mean to get your hopes up like that.
Okay, well, that's my turn.
Well, you get 2, right?
Oh, okay.
So make your second unarmed attack. Okay.
And I miss again. I
So
swing and block.
describe how does Ragnar go through this?
So I start swinging, and I realize that since I think I'm a tall dwarf, I can't reach that low, and I completely miss with my first fist,
Okay.
and I draw back again, and I still think I'm tall. I'm like, all right, I'm probably shorter, so I swing again and completely miss again.
Well, so you swung. So you swing with your hammer, and then you tried to unarmed strike it twice.
Yeah,
Okay, and this thing is all over the place. I've
Just
never
look-
seen such a dangerous noodle. What who else? Whose turn is it? It's the next snake. Anything else on your turn is what I meant to say.
that's it.
25. Oh, not enough. Not enough. Okay. And then Sal, it's gonna be your turn.
Okay. Is all of this difficult terrain or only
Only where the vines are.
Okay. Then I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I can get over here. Yeah. So I'll get
Okay.
over there, and then I'm going to attack the snake near. Actually, I'm gonna hold off on attacking. I can move, I think, 1 step further in. I want to get to this specific spot, and then I'm going to attack the snake that is right here, diagonal to me. So,
Okay.
roll that attack. Okay, so a 10 isn't gonna hit.
Nope.
Yeah, I think that's all I can do.
Okay. Ketlin.
Ellen's going to move down to here to kind of get an angle on this snake here and use her short bow to.
22. All
Uh,
right. So how does Ketlin spots this
I think that
snake.
she can see a gap between her two allies.
Yeah.
and takes the shot.
Don't move.
Exactly. Whatever you do, don't get closer to each other. So with sneak attack, that's 7 damage.
Describe how this snake dies.
I think it just gets hit right through the head and gets pinned to the ground, and it's like wriggling as it goes through its death throes.
So you have a very tall dwarf trying to smash it. So everyone's freaking out because Deshaun almost died. Like from the snake. First, so here's how this order of events was. Somebody goes, "Hey, where's Elwin?" And then you look, and just poisonous snakes are jumping out of nowhere, attacking him. They're like, "Oh shit, okay,
Found him.
okay." One snake is gone.
And that's the end of my turn.
That's the end of your turn. Level 2
Wait,
sucks.
bonus
All right,
action hide. Sorry.
okay,
Can I hide
go.
behind this bush here?
Okay, so I'll give you a little bit of a lower DC there. Are you hiding under for like total cover? Well, no, you'd only get half.
No, I'm just trying to hide.
Okay, go ahead and give me a stealth
20. Dirty 20.
20. I will take that. Let's see.
And then that's the end of my turn.
You're farther than 10. So yeah. All right, cool. Ketlin is good. Alwyn, it is your turn.
All right. Alvin is over his initial shock of just almost dying. He is very, very in a lot of pain, but he's somehow fighting that pain and trying to overcome what he's feeling, and he will try to attack one of the snakes with Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Let me just measure some distances and make sure I can. Yeah, this one should be good. All right, Sacred Flame. Let's roll. Sorry, give me a moment. Does a 14 hit?
14 does hit.
All right, so let's roll for some damage.
But I think
Mhm.
how are you rolling to hit with Sacred Flame? Because I thought that was a save, like the target makes a saving throw.
I believe that's correct.
You are correct. Apologies. The target should make a 1d dexterity saving throw.
Yeah. Okay. So they're gonna roll. They rolled a 13.
That is against my dex, is it?
It should be your
Save
spell.
Yeah, on the spell it'll say the hit DC under your spell listing.
Okay, dex 12. Yeah, so that saves, I guess.
Okay.
No.
All right.
That's all
No
it-
worries. Anything else on your turn?
I will move slightly behind as well.
So
Yep.
moving out of so that's 10, 20, 30. What's your move speed?
30.
Perfect.
Mhm.
Great. Orez is up.
All right, so I see Elwin with just a bunch of blood coming out of him, tiny pinholes all over, and I'm gonna go ahead and start lighting up my my spell and cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
So that's gonna give him 8 hit points back.
Yay.
Nice.
He looks at you with a lot of thank. Very appreciative.
Give a quick nod, and then I turn, and Orez is kind of like pushing against these brushes. He's gonna move up a little bit and more towards the snake to put himself more between himself and Elwin, should the snake, want to taste Elwin any further.
What does what's your verbal component when Orez casts Cure Wounds?
I just like shh, it's gonna be okay. It's
This tiny little
gonna...
hey buddy. You feeling bad?
We'll get you better. Don't worry. We'll teach
And it
those mean
actually
snakes a lesson.
All those little tiny bites heal up.
Yeah. Owen runs straight back to you, going,
Oh, did you get a boo boo?
"It's mostly the poison, but
Yeah,
the
that'll
poison
do it.
really works."
That'll do it.
What else you got? on
What
your
did we
turn?
learn?
Don't run off without the party. That's
So
right.
from there, I kind of stand at attention, waiting for the snake to come and try and get to me.
Okay. Yeah. the DM has tokens all over this map. You don't want to be running off. Okay. Which one is this? This one. They all, since you have interposed between you and its target, it will attack you. 4, 9 to hit.
9 to hit will miss.
Okay.
Planks into my armor.
These guys are at the beginning of my encounter and they suck, so that is all they do. Okay, Ragnar.
So I will move.
You guys can
ahead.
see the turn order, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will move up ahead. That way I can still attack and kind of block if anything else pops out.
Okay.
I will this time first. No, I will smack it with my hammer or try to. I'm smacking the snake right here next to me.
Okay.
Okay, it's a 19 hit.
A 19 will hit, yes.
All right, so I am.
Whoa.
Whoa. I swung once.
One-handed or
And,
two-handed?
Yeah,
blundering.
I think you must have accidentally clicked twice. No big deal. We'll take the first one.
Okay.
Bludgeoning.
Oh, it says totals. So that it tells you both. And then
Total what?
so right here it tells you both rolls, I guess, and then it gives you the totals, which one you use.
So the bottom's crit if you crit.
Yeah.
So in
I
your
didn't.
settings, you have it auto rolling crit.
Uh
Do you have a feature that makes you crit on a 19? Or a feat?
I don't think so.
Okay, so so we'll just take the first one and you can fix your settings here in a minute. The 7, but how do you want this snake to die aside from being smashed flat?
So the last one was too slithery for me. And at this point, I just, instead of raising my hammer all the way, I just try to be faster this time. And I just go like when you try to get a fly and you just put the hand over. So I put my hammer over and I just let it drop. Just
Okay.
like, you know what I mean? Like,
Okay. You run. I got you. I got you. All right. Cool. It's dead. It's gone. This one is gonna, since it's already engaged with Sal, it's just gonna attack again. That's gonna be a 9 to hit, Sal.
Nope.
Well, it is your chance to retaliate.
Okay. Yeah, just gonna do regular attack. Well, that didn't work. Yeah, I'm just kind of stabbing at the ground, and this snake just keeps twitching back and forth.
You're making these like huge sword attacks at a like tiny snake. You're like, what? Keeps missing. Catelyn's turn.
Same as before. Short bow. Try and pin it to the ground again.
Okay.
It's a natural 20.
Yep.
Wow.
That'll
It's
do it.
a little bit overkill, but I'll do it. So it looks like 9 doubled. Wait, how are we doing crits?
It's gonna. I think it's gonna do it automatically.
It
So
didn't.
1d6 plus 3. So then you would just roll another. So you just add a 6 to the 4. Because
Okay.
it's going to roll for you.
So
And then you have
Oh.
sneak attack on top of that. So
right. So I rolled a 5 for the sneak attack. I got rolled a
Right.
4 for the piercing, and then
So
it's
Sal is aggressively hacking at this thing and like missing, and finally pauses, like, where did it go? And you see it like slithering up his leg. And right when Sal goes, oh Jesus, like an arrow comes and like shoots it right off of him. And because you're like slightly obscured, Sal like has a moment of like, where the fuck did that arrow come from? And you guys are out of combat.
Whew. Take a deep
Did I
breath,
hit you,
everyone.
Sal?
No, I'm good. That was you. That's good.
Yep.
That's good.
I like step out of a bush.
Thank you. I'm just untangling like a coiled snake that wrapped around my leg. Like
Yep.
rigor mortis is just kind of stuck there now.
It was so close. It was so close. All right. Well, eventful
So-
first moments.
I've never been in a wet forest before. Or is it this full of snakes? Are we gonna have to do this every 10 minutes? That's
I hope not.
a lot.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Depends. We're kind of at a rock and a hard place, for a rock and a wet place right now. We don't want to make too much noise and draw things to us, but we also want to make enough noise to scares things off.
How do we know what
Alright.
the right noise level is?
A dull roar? Well, first let's make sure.
we gotta make some noise, just not too much noise.
Want
Hmm.
to make
Okay,
sure that
maybe we
Elwin's
move-
doing okay before we pick up the pace. And
Yeah. Alvin's just there, like, still shook about what happened, and he's just gonna stick close to the group now. He sidles up to you, Boris.
I will say, Elwin, that when you got far, what you
Yeah.
saw was that there's a tent over here and a bedroll over here.
Okay. Looks like I tell that to the group. Looks like someone's camping out there. We've got a bedroll and a sort of tent there, or at least someone was there. I didn't stay long enough to get a closer look, but maybe we should now.
Oh,
Mhm.
well, maybe that's Dirk, and we're done.
Yeah, maybe the start with a K. Or we just
So-
find the leg around there somewhere.
I'm gonna kind of try and
Oh,
rally the
maybe
group and be like, all right, let's move carefully and cautiously. So we're gonna take it slow and keep your eyes peeled, constantly looking for stuff. As we make and then signals we should make our way over to the tent area. And Boris starts walking with his staff in front of him, just like sweeping it back and forth as he moves.
Yeah. Alvin's like closely behind, just like eyes peeled at the ground.
Yeah, Sal
Mhm.
Sal move like along with Orez since the snakes don't seem to be able to get through his armor easy.
Yeah.
All right, so let's have you guys. We'll say you get this area, right?
Like, thanks, you go away. Leave us alone. Listen intently on slithering, hissing.
Yes. If you guys, oh, that's wrong. That's not what I want. If you guys stay within this, well,
About 20 feet of each other.
I'm gonna say like you guys aren't gonna drift apart, but watch where you're putting your tokens. Announce your moves and everything like that. We'll be all set. Okay, so you guys are in this area.
Yep.
What you see for free is what I mentioned. There's a cook stand, a tent. Yeah, cook stand, a tent, a bedroll.
Can I look at the cook stand to see if like a fire or anything had been set recently?
Absolutely. Go to give me a perception.
Oh, right. Roll it on the thing. 19.
19. Yeah, so you could say you can tell on a 19 that it was used this morning,
Okay.
but definitely hours ago because there's like just enough residual. Like you can tell based on like the scrapings and like the residual heat of the campfire. Your best guess is that it was used 4 or 5 hours ago.
Okay. Somebody was here recently. Possible they could be coming back at some point.
Are there tracks in the wet ground? Like, does it look like somebody was walking with a cane or hopping a lot?
I'll take a perception check.
17.
17. There are tracks in the ground, but nothing that screams like, this was the one-footed man.
Okay.
Uh,
Humanoid?
Yes.
Okay.
Want to investigate if
With
there's
shoes
any.
on? Like, are they shod?
Yes.
Or they have bare feet? Okay. I'll point them out to the group. Hey, there are footprints here.
Both left and right feet?
From
Yep.
what you can see, but I'll take an investigation
I'd like
if you
to
want to drill down into the tracks. 17's good. It's not amazing.
would like to drill down into the tracks as well as see if there's any gear left at the camp.
Okay.
Could it be that we're now searching for 2 one-footed people, one right-footed and one left-footed?
Maybe.
Oh,
Walking in
Lord.
close tandem.
So I go to look at
4.
the
So
gear and I get distracted. Like, what kind of tent is this? This is really fine
you're
material.
like, is this waxed canvas? This is good. This is high quality. I
Dirk,
think this is
homemade
LLP.
tents. He needs to start selling these.
Yeah. Yeah, on a 4, I mean it's so the stuff that is left behind is like so standard adventuring gear of like I have to camp in the forest. Like you can't really tell. There's two the tracks are clear that it's been used frequently by, you can only really tell from the 17 and 19. If there were multiple tracks, it's too hard to tell because it's just all walked over, but you don't see anything like a footprint and like a crutch, dichotomy. It all looks fairly normal.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you want to go into the abandoned temple though?
Well, I was going to say, as everybody else is looking at this thing,
You
at
mean
this
the
tent, Catelyn's going to, like, short bow out, arrow knocked, kind of like start poking her head to the north here. Like, what's this old ruin here?
let's
She hears
run
crying
ourselves
coming from
into
inside.
the snake hide.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
Yeah, so the you can, it's kind of hard to tell, but the temple itself is like in ruins and you can see through the wall.
Mm-hmm.
If you want, I will take, depends on what you're looking for out of the temple, but I will take survival, or like if you're like, are creatures living in there, I'd take survival or nature. But if you're just wanting information, or if you want to like what culture's ruins are these, then I'd take history. So it kind of depends on what you're looking
Yeah,
for.
I think she's more in the, like, where did this come from? Why is this here? Why isn't it been maintained? So more of a history.
Yeah. All right. I'll take a history check from you.
8. Catelyn, don't know.
Yeah. It's, well, so as a young elf who never went to school,
Yeah.
it's like, it's definitely old.
Well, these old rocks, guys.
Definitely uninhabited. Like, it's all coming together. Like it's no, but you can tell, like even on an 8, like the fact of like that this building is the one standing and that you don't see any other ruins around. It is either the top of a building or all the other buildings are gone and this is the only one that's here. So that answer might be important later, but on an 8, like it's like there's a significance to the fact of ruins here, but but you can't like go in the year of whatever, blah blah blah. So
What do we see when we're just looking into the ruins from where they're at? Not like any specific.
it's very dim lighting in there. From you can see from where the sun is and where all this growth is on the eastern side of the western side of the building, casting long shadows. It just looks abandoned, old. You can see mosaic. You can see that there's mosaic. You can see like there's statues that have fallen. But there's one statue that has not fallen, and it's in the middle, and you can see that over the ruined walls, that this was dedicated to somebody, making it a temple, not a any
Can
other
we
kind.
make out like what the statue looks like, or if you can do it to check if I recognize the statue?
I will take a history or religion.
All right, let's do a history.
I'll tell you this: if you get over a 25, I'll tell you whatever you want to know. If you get over a 20, I'll let you ask one absurd question
Well, I got a 12.
about the temple,
So.
and you got a 12.
At level 2,
but
can anyone get over a 25?
What's you adding 2?
I'm gonna
Nope, you can't.
cast guidance.
Oh, do you want to cast guidance on him?
I'll give it to Elwin.
Okay, Elwin, roll 1d4, please.
I shall roll.
See if you can't get over a 15. See
one
if
with
you
history.
can make something happen here. Roll 1d4. You need a 3 or a 4.
God damn it!
Well, roll a 1d fuck. What was that one you rolled? 1df? What was
Wait, I can.
1df?
It always gives a 0.
What is that? Oh,
I
fudge.
don't know. It just says
Oh.
fudge. I don't know what that means.
I see.
Fudge your roll, make it look like you rolled something.
Yeah. Advanced roll 1d20 plus. Oh, okay. You could just do it automatic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. All right. Yeah. So you don't know. But even
Yeah.
on a 12, what I will say, because a 12 ain't nothing, right? So
Yeah.
even that, what you do know from just seeing it is that it's not a currently worshipped god, which is, it's not a lot of information, but it is significant of that. This is not part of any pantheon you recognize of like the current cultural lexicon, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Before we move on, I'm going to pull out a little notebook and tear a page out and write on it. Dirk, we're here to help. If you come back to camp, don't leave.
How did you spell Dirk?
With a K?
Okay.
It's DKIR. Okay.
Okay. All right. Alrighty. Now,
So
what do you guys want to?
quick-
So you have a couple different directions you can go. You can go
kinda-
in. Oh, go ahead.
I
Please.
kind of blanked. Did we check in the tent already? Right?
No, nobody went in the tent.
Yeah,
I
can I
looked
check
for-
in the tent
well-
to see if he's in there, maybe sleeping, or
Uh,
if there's anything in there?
there he is. That's the secret. No.
He's sleeping using a snake as a pillow.
Yeah. Just look in the tent. He might be there.
That is a question, and that is something difficult. Of like, how do you give like if you make something? It's like, well, I did a perception check. Well, yeah, but you didn't specifically check inside the tent. It's like, well, did I have to? No, he's not. He's not there. But do give me a perception check or an investigation.
Dirk is actually there, but you roll nat 1, so it just like completely glaze over him when you check inside the tent.
Oh man, you want me to give you a perception, or you want me to give you investigation?
I want you to look inside your heart and realize that the answer was inside you the whole time.
Okay.
No investigation. On an 11,
I'll do the investigation.
it's fine. On an 11 or a 17, what I'll say is that the what you learn in that is that this camp is so set up of that if it does belong to Dirk, he's not lost, he left. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
yeah,
This is home base.
right.
Almost.
If it's Dirk with a K.
If it's Dirk with a
If
K.
it's Dirk with the K. What if
Now,
it's
this is
Dirk
Dirk
with the
with a
C?
C's campground. Yeah. And
Are
see that's a question nobody really asked of like why the Dirk with a K? Is it to distinguish him from another Dirk? Is there a more famous Dirk that anyway?
Who's spelling Dirk without a K?
Huh?
No one good. Okay, cool. What are you
Dirk
guys
with
doing?
a QU?
guys, I'm starting to wonder: are we saving Dirk, or are we kidnapping him for his wife?
Well, we're not going to
I
force
think
him
that
to come
depends
back
on
with
what
us,
Dirk
but-
says.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Not
he
really,
probably ran
depending on the
away.
places.
I mean, she says he comes out here often, so he just tends to get lost, and if I remember
But
correctly.
this is looking less lost and more. Those domestic squabbles are for them to deal with.
Yeah.
Less lost and more on a camping trip.
We have a mission to do.
That ain't what the ice heist babies are about.
We don't
Okay.
ask the questions, we answer them. We're students.
Well, I
Oh.
think we should head into the temple because that's like our dry route forward, and I don't want to wear chainmail through these swampy water.
Okay. Works for me.
Yep.
I remind you guys, we do have a boat.
Okay,
Cool.
we'll keep you guys going. Who wants to go through the door first? I'll let you guys stack it however you want.
Well,
This
wanna
is, door
definitely.
here?
I
There's
can
the
walk
door,
in.
but you could easily jump over the wall. Like it's not, but that would be a DC 5 athletics. So
I remind the team buddy system this time. No more snakes.
Mm-hmm.
I can go first, I guess.
I think,
can
yeah,
just
probably the two of us first because we have higher AC.
Okay.
step lightly, move carefully.
I guess one of us first, see if there's any traps. Can we see any traps right here on the floor in front of us?
you can make a perception check.
Okay.
I'll give the help action on that.
So roll with advantage. Just roll
All right,
again.
I'm rolling one more time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep,
that
yep,
was
yep. Okay. No traps that you can see.
You said it's dimly lit in there.
Yeah.
Are there any rocks or anything by my feet?
No.
And I will grab a.
Wait, don't we have like 998 ball bearings?
Yeah, we there's a lot of ball bearings. I'm gonna cast light on something and toss it into the room.
Nishant, we don't have like 998 ball bearings. We have specifically
Exactly.
900.
Mhm.
Yeah, so just take a ball bearing, cast light on it, and throw it
We should
One
really
moment.
add that.
One moment, please.
in.
What's
Yes.
in my inventory?
998.
998. Mhm.
We should add that to the Twitch overlay, just like a ball bearing counter.
Write it down.
Current ball bearings on hand.
That's funny. We should.
I love it. Okay.
Mhm.
I love it. Okay.
But can I get a one of those ball bearings? I'm gonna cast light on it and toss it into the room.
Sure. Here you go.
Thank
And
you.
I'll hand you a ball bearing. And now I'm down to 997.
They're slowly dwindling away.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, that should change the lighting from dim to bright, so we get a better view in there. Don't expect it to show anything else, but it's bright
Where
light.
did you throw it? Like right here in the middle?
Yeah, just kind of pushed it. I mean, I'm a small guy, don't have a whole lot of strength, but not trying to push it too far. Give us a little bit more light into the center of the room. We'll say like there-ish.
How much what's the light that it how much what's the radius?
20 feet, and then dim for additional 20. So just a bright light for 20-foot radius.
Okay, I have added it and it should cool. Okay. You got it. Now it doesn't have an impact to anything. Well, actually, you know what? Give me a perception check as you do that. Okay.
Nice.
17 is higher than 15. So yeah, you do see like movement in the corners,
Oh boy.
like as if it's fleeing the, like, you know.
Hmm.
There's movement. Are we going in saying we mean no harm, or do we mean harm? I feel like we should decide that now.
Or are we saying that we mean no harm when we totally mean harm?
Huh?
Or we just don't go in.
These are questions. These are questions for you.
I think we should just go in.
Yeah, mean no harm.
Mean no harm.
Mean no harm.
Yeah, we're friendly.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
so
take the
then
first step in
call
and
out.
shout loudly, "We mean no harm."
We come in peace.
Does a 20 hit? No. Okay, so yeah, you go in there and shout. There's like a little bit of an echo as the sound comes back to you, and then the creepy part is like, you know how like wet forests make just like there's animal noise, like that kind of like dims down and you're not sure if that's from you yelling or from you walking into this ruinous temple.
Hmm. I'm still outside. Did it dim down for me?
Well, I'm describing what happened for Sal, so you didn't nothing happened on that you guys can tell.
Okay.
Okay. I think I just like wait for Ragnar to keep up and then just kind of continue, at least the two of us moving at the same pace if he
Okay.
is still coming along.
Yeah, I'll hop in as well and go a little bit further, like a little bit further in.
Okay. Yeah, there's nothing is being triggered by you guys going in there, so
Okay, I'm gonna follow him up and really just take in the architecture and what's left of these ruins.
yeah.
Just like, can we see this far?
That's behind the actual statue, so you'd have to walk up.
Okay. So I'll walk up. I'll risk it for the biscuit and go to the statue. Try to
Running
see
off
if I
again.
recognize the statue.
Okay.
And as he's moving, I just follow along with him. Buddy system.
Love it.
Buddy system, yep.
I will take history or perception, history or religion on the statue.
I would do perception. Ooh.
Yeah, there's not. I mean, you're closer to it, so you can see like a lot more details of the statue itself. It is a stunning like rendition of whatever it is. But on a 7, you can't You can't use the symbology of the statue to sort of being like, oh, if like if you saw an old statue of like a sword with his foot on a snake or something like that, you'd be like, oh, that's depicting the blah blah blah, whatever historical event. So you can't like get a read on it that way, other than old statue, like beautifully adorned mosaic tile that like is not done in this area of the world. So it's it's all like interesting.
Yeah.
And what I guess what would be more interesting is that like like if you have one of those places, if you live in a place where they're like, oh, our local landmark is like just this thing, um so there's just nothing relating to this, which is kind of surprising, but that's what you get on the 7. Yeah.
I-
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I see that, I realize I'm like, huh, should have learned more than just rocks and stones in school.
You
You at least know what
Yeah.
kind of rock it is.
give me
A rock check.
give me a rock check.
That ain't granite.
I'll tell you this, it ain't granite.
Can I do a perception check on the back corners, or maybe like the back left corner, just to see if I could get an idea of what was maybe scuttling around there.
When you say back left corner, are you talking this one? This right here?
I'm not seeing a thing if you're. Oh yes, that one.
I thought I pinged everybody.
I think it was just delayed.
I see.
That was
Okay.
me.
Oh. Well, yes. Is that the corner you're referring to?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Give me a perception.
Cool. 5.
It is so empty. It's like there's noises of like scuttling in there, but you're sure it's the wind.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys, we're all clear.
When Petlin hears that, she's gonna finally she's gonna take one last look behind, like kind of out this way, and then jump back in.
Okay.
Follow.
All right, I'm gonna go behind the statue, kind of, like right here.
Yeah, so there are stairs leading down.
Are we looking in the temple more, or are we gonna look for
I mean,
him outside this temple?
I guess start by calling into the stairwell like Dirk with a K.
With a
I guess
K?
Are you down there?
Yeah.
When you scream Dirk with a K,
I didn't
you start hearing
scream.
like like all these sorts of like scurrying kind of noises
Oh.
and
Not
like
any,
guttural speaking language things.
but no discernible language.
No discernible, no like actual language. They might as well have been minions. Banana.
Banana.
Well, that doesn't sound promising.
Do you want to maybe get out of here? Or these guys attack us?
Well, I mean, if Dirk's in trouble down there,
Yeah.
might need a rescuing.
Yeah, might as well check it out. You know, we still come in peace. We'll see.
For sure.
You know.
And I'm
You
gonna
come in peace, or you go in pieces.
cast light on my staff. This time.
Does that remove the light that's in the middle?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'll lead the way down, unless we can walk in pairs like our normal
Do you
buddies.
want to cast another ball bearing down there?
It's going to be single file.
Okay.
I can cast light on another ball bearing.
I do have a shield, so I can raise my shield and go down first.
I have a shield too. I just think I have a higher AC, so it might
Okay.
be better for me to take the lead on that. You can also cast
Okay.
light on my shield, and I could just have like a little
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
go
if you're
down
gonna
with
be
flashlight
the,
first.
unless Yeah.
How large is your shield?
It's I don't know exactly how large it is. Let me see.
No larger than
shield
10
size.
feet in dimension. I think it's smaller than 10 feet. Okay.
It's
cast light on
6
your shield.
pounds. Cool.
All right, so yeah, you guys are able to go down the stairs. When you go down there, it looks like an empty storeroom that is kind of ruinous. There are, well, you can only see 20 feet from where you're at, and then dim light for another 20, which I think covers most of the room. I think you just might be a little, yeah, the far corner of the room you can't really tell, but other than that, let's see if your light is here. Yeah, so you can only get 40 feet. So yeah, it's empty storeroom. You don't see any movement. You don't see any creatures. You don't see anything that would have been making that noise.
Okay. And it's fully empty. There's no like boxes or remains of things that might have been stored there.
Definitely, yeah, some discarded bits and bobs and boxes and this, that, and the other.
no mushrooms
No mushrooms.
Hmm.
And
and no other exits.
I'm not gonna let you guys do a check for mushrooms. You have to tell me where they are on the map because they're on the map, but they're hidden.
Oh.
We have a Where's Waldo situation that is going to use a real life skill check as to where the mushrooms are.
Well, that's all I'm doing for the rest of the game.
Okay. Anyway,
Can we get a hint? Have we passed a mushroom yet?
no, you can't get a hint
Ah.
to answer your question. Okay. Yeah, so boxes and stuff like that.
Can I? So I heard like chanting that sounded like it came from down here,
Yes, you did.
right? Can I do a divine sense in here in the room before I head out?
Absolutely. Are you guys searching any of the boxes or any of that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And Caitlin's not down there. She's in the back, still upstairs.
Okay.
Thank you for watching our backs.
Mhm.
Yes. So when you cast divine sense, you get the sense of it being pervasive but not specific. So it's yeah, that's based on the description. That's what you get, because there's a caveat to divine sense. So yep.
Yeah. So I don't get any idea of like the type of presence or thing I'm feeling.
Well,
Just
so
like
strong evil. So you get
strong evil.
yeah, that's what triggers it, is that you get the strong evil.
Okay.
But it is it's not, you don't, no specific location pings for anywhere.
Okay. And it's 60 feet. So do I get the feeling that like I can feel it even like above me? Like it's not just down in the basement?
It's confined to the temple. The sense that you're getting is confined to the perimeter of the temple.
Okay. I let the rest of the crew know this place has some pretty strong evil to it. I don't know what it is though. But something is bad here.
Well, we're looking for Kurt.
Dirk.
Dirk with the K. Are we really gonna investigate the temple more, or should we go looking for him more?
Well, we definitely want to prefer to find him, but so we'll just finish our sweep here, and I think we continue to investigate stuff. So, do we find
He probably
anything
knows.
looking in the boxes and whatnot?
Yeah, everybody, I'll say everyone does a search. You find there's all sorts of bits and bobs, but you are drawn to specific items that appear to be just in better shape and have like less dirt on them. I'm gonna have you guys. Do you want me to just hand them out, or do you want to get them randomly?
Good. Dealer's choice.
Okay. So as you find, let's do it this way. Do you guys want? I'll let you pick. We'll do it this way. You can pick either a weapon, a piece of armor, or a trinket, and I will pick randomly from my loot tables what you get.
Well, I'm going trinket.
Okay.
I'll go armor.
Well, let's do one at a time. Okay. Orez gets a hat.
Yep. What kind of hat?
You would have to identify it. Does anyone have identify?
I mean, more. What does it look like? Like a wizard hat, or
Looks very wizard hat, given off the wizard hat vibe.
you kind of dust it off a little bit. What color is it?
It's so you find this mousy brown worn wizard style hat that seems to be felt. It is definitely giving off magical energy. And none of you guys have identify, right?
No.
Okay.
Do I get, and I don't know if I get this as a part of the divine sense I already used, or if I need to cast another one. But from any of these items we picking up, am I sensing evil directly off of them?
No.
Okay.
Nope. Okay. Who else wants what?
I'll do a
I-
weapon.
Weapon for Sal. So, Sal, as you are digging through, you find this beautifully wrought iron hammer. And the relief on it is got like tentacles. So it looks like a kraken is swallowing a ship, kind of, but it's like it's a very stylized hammer.
Okay.
Oh, and for your if you're thinking about stats, use the light hammer until you guys can identify.
My eyes kind of glow when I see a hammer.
Yeah,
I'll
maybe
go for the
maybe you guys can trade.
I'll go for the armor.
Okay, as you're searching, there's like old stands of armor there. You get so you're drawn to this one that's a little bit in better. It's a little bit in better condition than the other ones, and you find basically this splint armor that is just sitting there. But yeah.
I'm not down there, but these guys are taking a while, so I'm gonna go to the top of the stairs and be like, "What did you guys find down there?"
I'm gonna come up the stairs and tell him to go take a look. Or tell her, take a look.
Oh, okay. I'll go down.
Yeah, Elwin, what are you aiming for?
I'll take a weapon.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, as you're going through this store, you're able to find in one of the decorative weapons that is on the wall, you find a pike that's
Yep.
on there. And then Ketlin.
I think trinket.
Okay. So Ketlin's being very cautious in this. So I'll say, like, as you get close to the stairs, you look and there's like all of these like bundled things that are right there, and you find like a very like well looked after quiver, and you're just like, oh, okay, great, we're stealing. I will take this, it's closest, and you're still like one eye on the door. So like you grab it real quick, but that's what you end up with. You have a quiver.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything? Well, I'll wait.
Yeah, unless you, yeah.
No,
All
it's
right.
cool.
Anything else? Anything else in the basement?
No. Ragnar, I'm happy to trade the armor for the hammer if you want the hammer.
Oh, you can. I do have a war hammer. We only know it's a light
Uh,
hammer right now, right?
Yeah.
It's
So
a
that's the
light
thing.
hammer. Yeah. It's
But it's a pretty hammer, so I'll trade.
Cool.
I take the hat that I found and I put it into my backpack. And tell the group this is adventuring rules is finders keepers. But be careful.
Splint.
Never know what you find in these kinds of places.
And then I just add a small light hammer. Right.
Yep.
Okay.
Nothing bad ever happens when you take items from a weird skittering sound.
Nope. Everything's great.
So you guys, all right. So what's the order of you guys leaving the downstairs?
Well,
I will go
came
first.
up already to change places with Catelyn.
Yeah.
So I was
And if
up.
I was on the stairs and just grabbed the first thing, I'd probably be the first one out after Auras.
Okay, so let's do it this way. Oops. Okay.
Notice the door's closed. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Oops. Okay, so Catelyn is first. Are you right behind her, Ragnar?
Yes.
Okay, so there's that, and then you guys are all. Who am I missing? Okay. So as you come up, as Catelyn comes up, we are going to see that the scuttling happened in just the right. Da, 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 da. Okay. Good Lord. This is taking me some. Causing me some heartburn. Okay. Don't worry. I'll get faster. Okay. Perfect. So as you come up, what you see is the corners. These creatures are crawling out of these drainage pipes that are in the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And coming in through the main door, you see a massive snake.
So many snakes here.
The main door to the south, or
Oh, yeah,
The one you came in, the south, yeah.
okay, that's a big guy.
Right there on the floor.
Run.
Okay, and we'll just keep initiative. We'll keep the initiative that we had. So it is actually this giant snake.
So as far as position goes, it looks like we're
Lunch.
outside the temple on my screen.
Yeah, because you're under it.
Oh, okay. Wait,
Yeah, so I moved you guys out of the way.
Yeah. Auras
was
was the first one up.
Well, Catelyn was the last one down, so she would have been first one up.
We
I
switched. So
came
that
out
was.
and told Catelyn to go.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm sorry. My
We
bad.
switched.
Cool. Easy peasy. Okay. So what you see is this giant snake. So you'll have to relay it to your party. This giant snake immediately turns to the right and snaps at this like pygmy looking like creature that's making the exact same noises as like what you kind of heard. Right? So but it's going to turn and it's going to attack that creature. That's going to hit. Okay. So this one's going to take some damage. Why isn't it? There we go. And then it's going to do a Constitution saving throw. Okay. So, yeah, you see this snake basically like comes in through the entrance from where you guys left where you left out the smaller dead snakes. So you see it's coming in fast. It sees this guy coming out of the floor to the right and immediately like attacks him, bites him nearly in half. But then you see like the wounds start to turn necrotic as it's even happening in front of you. And you guys go, oh shit. And then it's going to start use the rest of its movement to come up just a little bit more. And that is its turn. So now it's Ragnar's turn.
Okay.
Hmm.
I will move in front over here because there's like a little border around the stairs. I'm presuming.
Well, so it's the floor, so you can come, but you have
Okay.
to get up unless you want to like try to climb out of it.
All right. I will shimmy around and get to this creature and
Okay.
swing at this creature.
But you're standing on a pillar, so you'd have to go.
Uh, I'll go closer, kind of to the. Yeah, I'll come this way. That
So
way the big
1,
stick can see
2,
me more.
3, 4. Okay.
2. I kind of. Yeah, that's fine. And I will attack.
Do you have 10 feet of reach?
It's 5 feet of reach for my hammer.
So you need to be next to him. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Go for it.
will swing with my hammer at that creature. And
You rolled damage. You need to roll to hit.
there we go. Does a 7 hit?
A 7 does not hit. No.
Oh. All right. And then bonus action, I will swing at it with an unarmed strike.
Are you doing Fury of Blows?
of Blows. Yep.
Okay. Are you doing like a staggering attack, a push attack, or what?
Just 2 unarmed strikes with my fist.
Okay.
Here's the first one. A
Okay.
5. Nope.
Second one.
And there's a 12 hit.
A 12 does hit. Yep.
All right. I hit for a 5.
Okay. 5 damage it is. All right. Yeah. So you come at it. You're trying to swing your hammer at it, but like you have a pillar on one side and walls on the other. It's a little bit hard. You're able to like loosen your grip on your hammer and follow through with this punch, hitting it square in the chest for 5 damage. You bloody it in one hit. Good shit. And then it is now. Oh, it's actually their turn. So they're gonna retaliate right back at you, buddy. Does an 11 hit?
No.
Okay, then so yeah, you rocked its world, so it's not quite able to come back in the right kind of way. So Sal, it is your turn.
Okay.
And for the purposes of arguments, I'll just say you can start there.
Okay. Then I am okay. Good. Now I can actually see where these little creatures are. I think I am just gonna try and rush and get the big snake's attention.
Okay.
Okay. So can we say I just am able to pass through Aura's
Yeah.
right there? Okay. 5, 10,
I'm just a little
15, 20, 25,
they're right past me.
30. Okay. Rush out here. That's my movement. And then I am going to go ahead and cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
So that gives me a +2 to AC. That was my bonus action. And then I think for what can I do for my action? Do I have oh, I don't think I have javelins. No, I don't. Dang it. Okay. In that case, I am just going to get up in this snake's. Nah, I'm not. I guess I'll just hold my action. If the snake comes up to me, I'll hold an attack action.
Okay. Sounds good. Ketlin is up.
Okay. Can I climb up onto this statue plinth thing?
You may.
Okay. And from up there, I'm gonna take. Can I hide behind the statue so that the snake can't see me?
You can certainly try.
Okay. Stealth check.
Stealth check.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, you're able to pull yourself up. Like I'll say you don't even walk through, you kind of like climb up.
Mm-hmm.
So it like didn't even have a chance to see you.
Good.
In fact, I'm gonna make these other guys back here roll perception. Nope, they lost. Okay. Yep, you just vanished. You just slithered up there.
Okay. And then that was my bonus action. And I'm going to take a short bow shot at the big snake for a 9 to hit.
Okay. Do you get you're attacking from hiding,
Hidden.
right?
So I guess I get advantage, right?
I believe that's true.
How about an 18 to hit?
An 18 does hit.
Good. So 6 piercing and 1 sneak attack damage. So 7 damage.
Okay. Yeah, so you are able to hit it on the nose. It is not focused at you at all, so you get a really brutal hit on it, and it's bloodied as well. Okay.
Nice. That's my turn.
That is your turn, and then we are going to Elwin.
All right, Elvin will try to not sneak up here, climb up, go to the other side and try to hide behind this pillar. Can I do that?
So you'd have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's more than movement than you have because you have to come out of the way
Oh,
yours is. Yeah.
okay. So 1, 2, 3. All right, I'll just try to hide behind the statue then, if that's okay. Right here.
Okay, go ahead and give me stealth.
Let's do some stealth checkies. 15.
15. Okay, yeah, you're able to hide behind there. Good.
All right, and I'll try to Eldritch Blast the big snake as my action.
I hate to be this guy,
Mhm.
but hide is an action if you're not a rogue.
Yeah, it's
Well, that's what I'm doing.
Oh,
then.
good call. Yeah. So
Yes,
you ain't Eldritch blasting shit.
I can't do shit. Then that is
Unless you don't hide and just climb up there and shoot him.
Can we put another counter next to the ball bearings of times when Nishant was wrong?
Oh.
Only if it starts at -5.
True.
It's 5 for 1.
I actually I don't want to play that game because I'll soon have the highest score.
I was gonna say we're keeping score.
No, we're not keeping score. We're having fun.
Yes.
Okay, what else? Is that your turn? That's your turn.
That is my turn. I
right.
cannot do much more.
This one is going to look for you. Not see anything and go 5, 10, 15, 20. And it's gonna attack Jason. Does a 6 hit?
let me double check. No, definitely not.
Carry the 1 though. Did you do the okay? And then it's immediately your turn, or is
Okay, so not a fan of this thing coming up next to me. But what I think I'm gonna I'm gonna use my turn to disengage and hop over to the corner over here to a safer spot and get out of the fray of things, so I'm not getting beat up on as the healer guy. And so I disengage, throw up a block, and then I dash back a little bit to behind some of these pillars over here.
Okay.
And
Like it.
that's the turn.
Hey, sometimes we got a position.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's gonna come up. It likes what you're doing, Sal. What can I say?
And does my attack trigger before their attack?
It does. So go for it.
Cool. Say 10, I imagine, does not hit.
It doesn't. So yeah, as it's coming for you, it's moving in a way that you're just not used to at all because you've not fought snakes. You've been a bouncer basically as a city guard, so you're just not used to non-human things. So 10's gonna miss, and then it's gonna bite you. Does a 17 hit?
No,
What?
no. I have 2 higher AC than I normally do.
That's right. Okay.
Armor.
Well, it forgot and messed up. Now it's Ragnar's turn.
All right. So I see this one's about to go down pretty much, and I will swing at it with my hammer.
Go for it.
There's a 13 hit.
It does.
All right.
I put the AC on the tokens. I'm so smart. Okay. Go ahead and let's do damage. Did you fix your settings? And
I believe so.
did not. It's auto rolling crit damage, which is fine. We're just gonna ignore it. 8 damage.
Okay.
How do you want this one to die?
I want to raise my hammer. I've actually figured out the spacing between this pillar. And I'm like, oh, I could just pick it up straight and just like I did the fly earlier, but a little higher this time. And
When you
smack
say
it
pick
back.
it up, is Ragnar having a moment of realizing that a tall dwarf is not nearly as like, because like think about it, like you've been fighting, if you've ever gotten to a fight, it's probably in a tunnel or an underground situation, so you're used to like confining how you fight, and like is this a moment of realization where you're like, oh, I can put some like swing into this,
Yeah,
and you go overhead and smash him?
pretty much. He's realizing like the ceiling's higher now. And just
Yeah,
smacks him back down the hole he came from.
it's character growth. I love it. Okay, so that's your action. You have movement, bonus action, anything left?
Yes, I will move towards this guy over here to get its attention.
Okay, to enter its threatened area, so to speak.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sal.
Okay. I'm just gonna try and go for an attack.
Okay.
Get a 15.
15 will do it.
Nice. Okay. Then I. No, I'm not gonna throw a smite on this one. Just regular attack. That was a 10.
Please describe how this snake dies.
Oh, I think that. So this is like a. How big is this snake? Is it like bigger than a person, or just like a large snake?
I would say it's you like. So the poisonous snakes were like boa constrictors. So this one is like definitely larger. You know,
Okay.
it's
Gotcha.
taken up. I mean, you saw how much space it was taking up, but it's still pretty like. It's not like massive in the how round it is. It's like, but for snakes, you don't need to be that big to be deadly. So.
I think as it like lunges for me, I just stop trying like hack at the snake. It lunges for me, and as it opens its mouth, I just point my sword right at it, and it just like slices the snake's head open as it tries to go for a bite.
Okay. Yeah. So you're like, yeah, it came right at me, and then you're like, hey, give me a performance check, real quick.
Okay. 8.
8. Yeah. So like, no one would accuse you of panicking, but it kind of looks like you panicked and got lucky.
It was an impulse. It's just an impulse, you know.
Sure, Sal. Sure. Okay. Anything else?
I think that's all. I guess I can now run over and just get 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I just want to get to the other side of this little dude.
I'll take it. Ketlin.
There's only the one on the map, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna step back over here, bonus action hide, and then shoot the dude.
Okay.
For a 15 to hit
15 will hit.
with sneak attack, does 6 damage.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, so you are sticking to the shadows, bloodying creatures. Looks good. Elwin.
Alvin is just straight up gonna Eldritch Blast that dude.
Okay.
Clean line of sight. Let's go. It's a 6 to hit.
A 6 is not going to hit.
Oof.
Well, that's his turn.
That's totally fine. We gotta love being level 2.
Mhm.
You know, you gotta put in the work. Otherwise, you'll never get there. I was just talking with Jason the other day about this. Of like, I was playing through Baldur's Gate 3 in honor mode, and he bragged. I was playing through Baldur's Gate 3, and I have been trying to play a monk for so long, and I finally like cracked it and got past where I was. But like those first levels of monk are rough.
Mm.
Okay,
Then
so it
eventually
is
their
now
action
this
economy
turn.
is
Who's
insane.
sorry?
Then eventually their action economy is insane.
Oh, it's stupid. And like, and then like he can't be frightened. He can't be like charmed. Can't be like poisoned. Like can't be like just it's like you and then on top of that, when you do like actually take a swing, pray that you hit him, because if you do the ability score modifier to get that dex up and then like just a couple little advantages here and there, your AC is like 25 or some shit. Anyway. And then on spells, if you make the save, you don't take any damage at all. Anyway. Okay. Regardless, it's gonna attack. Who do I want to attack? Ragnar. Who do I
Oh,
want to attack? Ragnar.
then I'm gonna trigger Sentinel on that then.
Okay. Go for it. That's-
23 hits, I imagine.
Does Sentinel interrupt or is it reaction?
I think we were so it is a reaction to someone else attacking. I think before we were treating it as like it triggers before their attack. I don't know if that is actually how it should be though.
Yeah, I don't think it says as written. So when a creature within 5 feet makes an attack against a target other than you, you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against the attacking creature.
I feel like it's a reaction.
Yeah. Okay. There is like some because it also lets me do an attack if someone tries to leave my threatened area, and there it would cancel their movement. So I don't know
Yes.
if that implies that it should happen before the thing that they're doing.
Well,
But
that's well. So you have it's leaving the area. It has to like trigger. You have to trigger the attack before it leaves the area.
Mhm.
So well, that's a good question. I wish when who's yeah, that's a good question. People are shouting when they listen to the recording of this. They're shouting.
Mhm.
Now, I think that ultimately it probably comes down to DM ruling, like
Yeah.
how you'd want to play it. Because I could see the argument for they resolve at the same time, so even get your attack off, he's mid attack for something else against your friend, or get your attack off and you destroy them before they can fit because it's a reaction.
Uh, it looks like the general consensus is it happens after.
Okay.
Because the feat doesn't specify the bonus attack's timing, and you're reacting to something happening.
Mhm.
If they miss, it doesn't. Or no, you still can do yours. So
Yeah, they have to
that's
be
just
like
how we'll do
in
it.
flight to attack, right? You
Right.
see the attack going off. Otherwise, you just sentinel the minute they.
Does a
Good blink.
17 hit?
A 17 does hit.
Okay. That's going to be 5 piercing damage to you, sir. And then it's going to go to Orez.
Oh wait, so I didn't roll my damage yet.
Oh, that is. Wait, did you attack? Oh, 23? Yeah. Okay, never
Yeah.
mind. Sorry. I was like, yeah, we did. We did it. We answered the question. Now I don't have to think about it anymore.
6 damage.
6 damage. How do you want him to die?
I think as he's like diving forward and stabbing Ragnar, when he's like coming back from the attack, I just like am moving my sword perfectly. So as he walks back into the tip of the sword and stabs him in the back of the head.
So it's the second accidental kill.
I'm just putting my sword places where I think they're going to be.
You killed like 3 guys, Brick. Cool. All right. He goes to attack right, like he hits Ragnar, kind of wedges in his arm a little bit, and he like pulls it out too hard and like backs into your sword. Okay, and that's the end of this little encounter here in the temple.
So before
you guys
we
are out of combat.
Yeah, before we do anything else, Horace is scared and concerned, and he goes to check the snake to see if there's, you know, a human-sized bulge in it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, sure. You don't need a perception check to see that there is no human-sized bulge in it. And based on
Good to know.
well, you don't know whose camp that was, but based on, if you're combining facts of the cook fire and this snake appearing, there would definitely still be a bulge because that cook fire was used this morning. So someone alive made breakfast. Therefore, they wouldn't have time to be digested in the snake.
Good to know. Good to know.
Okay, cool. What do you guys? You guys can finish searching the temple. There's no real other signs of occupancy. No more weird chanting. You
We
might
know
have
what those creatures were.
You can give me a history check.
Happy to.
Can I give the help action on that? Because I think
Sure.
Sal also wants to figure out what those were.
Yeah, he's gonna need it on a 5. Yeah.
You're gonna want to just probably roll yourself.
Your history is almost certainly better than mine.
Got a +3 on history, so
19.
19. Yeah, so on 19, this is a non-sentient race of humanoids that people just call chatterboxes, but they're essentially just like these primate-looking. So they're like the mockingjays of the primate world. Of like they just imitate behavior, but they clearly don't have enough cognizance to like form a language.
Yeah, okay.
So with them being still now in death, well, one of them is missing a head from a hammer blow. It's clear it's like mimicry and not like nascent culture. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mhm.
You didn't just first contact a race of pygmies and then eradicate them. But like you hear scuttering and stuff of like if any more were coming, they're now fleeing because of the if they weren't fleeing the snake,
Mhm.
which you get the feeling you based on that interaction of like the snakes hunt these things.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why they're both in the area. Well, that's why one of them's in the area. Okay. Anything else?
Can I check the bodies for loot?
You can. There is nothing. Let's say I'm not gonna make you guys do the whole rigmarole. I'll say you guys find in total 10 silver in
Okay.
stuff that you can either sell or
A very fashionable snakeskin.
actual coins. Yeah, and that's including temple as well. So like, if you guys are taking things of value, it will add up to 10 silver. I'm not going to say you find like 5 daggers and like an old rusty hand axe and that you're just going to immediately sell to the first merchant if this was a video game, you know? Okay, cool.
Do we want to have like party money, or do we want to try and split things evenly, or how do we want to do that, guys?
That's a good point. It
We
might be
like-
good to have like a party pool if we need to make like a larger purchase for the team, and then we can just split it up after after a mission or something too. If we just decide we're gonna split it up then.
Okay.
Do we want to do so with 10 silver? Then do we want to do 50% into the pot and then 50% to the pockets?
Sure.
All right. Well, we'll just keep a running total for now and then divide it up at the end of the assignment.
Cool.
Okay. Sounds good.
Cool.
Okay. So the fact that those chatter boxes just repeat what other people say means that there were people here who did the chanting and they heard it at some point, but I don't know if that means they would have heard it recently or not had, like, if those sounds can kind of just be copied from one chatterbox to another for generations.
Yeah, who knows?
But
All I
that
know-
means they were probably around here when the temple was getting used.
All I know is if Durek is just hanging out in this area, he probably well equipped to handle anything that's over here because this is rough, guys. Everywhere we turn, things are
Yeah.
trying to kill us.
Yeah. Is anyone here really hurt? Ragnar, you took a hit. Do you need some health?
I'm down 5 points. I'm set 14 still.
You're 14? Okay, I can do a lay on hands to get you back to full if you want.
All right, I'll take it.
Okay, so 5 out of that, and you get 5 health back.
All right, I'm back to full.
Okay.
Nice. Can I try to probe the statue around to see if there are like any hidden drawers or something?
This
might
statue is
be
not.
something.
I don't believe you'd be able to move it.
Okay.
What's your strength modifier?
I mean, I didn't mean the statue, but just like shelves or something inside the base. But my strength modifier is +1.
Yeah, so you guys search the basement. 10 silver's pretty much gathering everything of value. There's
Mhm.
nothing else that has really like stood out unless you guys want to make a specific check for some stuff. I know there were some history checks and stuff, but
Mm.
I think maybe it might just be time for us to keep moving along.
Are we at a good spot for intermission?
we can do an intermission now. That's a good idea. I like it.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Well, friends, thank you so much for joining us for the first half of episode chapter 3, chapter 2, chapter 3. What are we on? Chapter 3. Mushrooms, the Ettin kind, submitted by one of our people. One of our fans, friends, both. They can be both. I'm fans of my friends. In fact, if you are not, arguably, why are you friends? We'll take intermission here. Do we want to do 10 minutes? I would say if we don't want to do 10 minutes.
Oh, that was just the intermission
Please,
alarm
wasn't
going
me.
off.
This time. So let's do 15 minutes. I have to walk the dog. Shouldn't take longer than that. Need to refill my. Hopefully, I don't have a crisis of do I want a hot beverage or a cold beverage again, because that was a nightmare. So I have 303. We'll do 318.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay. Sounds good.
See everyone shortly.
Mm-hmm.
Music.